Hi everyone, yes, kefalotiri to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a quick and easy weeknight dinner that you can serve for a dinner party because it's so good. We're going to be making a bed of Lemony Orzo and we're going to be topping it with a quick shrimp saganaki. You can serve this as a salad because it tastes good cold, or as a main course, which it could be a salad as a main course too because it's so good. Anyway, serve it warm or cold. It's delicious. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to begin by making the orzo part of the dish. I have a pot of water that's really hot right now. It should be boiling more than this, but I'm kind of in a hurry. It's hot enough. It's steaming hot. I'll add 2 cups of orzo to it. This is 335 grams and a good pinch of salt. 1 to 2 tablespoons for the 2 cups is enough. You're going to cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes. It depends on what your package says. My package says 5 minutes, but 5 minutes is definitely not enough. You just want to cook it until it's al dente. Don't take it too far, otherwise orzo will get mushy. Once it's cooked, go ahead and drain it out into a colander and rinse it out with some cool water to stop the cooking process. And then in a skillet, you're going to add some olive oil and about 3 to 4 garlic cloves that have been grated. Just warm them through until they're fragrant and then add that drained orzo pasta into the pan. Toss it all together, and I also like to add a little bit of water because pasta does like to stick. I'll also season it with some salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and some fresh lemon juice. You could add a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. You could do less or more. It depends how lemony you like it. Just toss the pasta all together and take it off of the heat. I did add a little bit of finely chopped parsley to the orzo right at the very end of when it was cooking earlier. This part is ready. Now it's time to make the shrimp saganaki part. So I have 2 pounds of shrimp here. They're peeled and deveined. They still have the tails on. You can take the tails off if you prefer to serve them that way. I'll just season them with some salt and freshly cracked black pepper, toss everything all together, and then I have a big skillet heating over medium heat. I'm gonna cook the shrimp in just 2 batches, but they're not gonna be fully cooked. I'm just gonna sear them about 30 seconds on each side until they're pink. They will not be fully cooked because they're gonna continue to cook in the sauce. And again, you wanna do this in 2 batches so that way they sear instead of steam. If you add them all into your skillet, they're just gonna release their juices and it'll be a mess. So do it in 2 batches, take them out and transfer them to a plate while we make the sauce now. So I'm using grape tomatoes because they're sweet and they're in season, but they are gonna leave skins in the sauce. So if you don't like that tomato skin in your sauce, skip the cherry tomato part and you could just use canned diced tomatoes, or you can grate some fresh tomatoes on a box grater and use that instead, and it'll actually be even quicker than this. But this is a nice rustic way to make the sauce. They're gonna go into the skillet and I'll season them with a little bit of salt. I'll cover my pan with a screen, or you can use the lid. And the tomatoes are gonna cook for about 5 to 10 minutes or until they begin to blister and release their juices. Keep an eye on them so they don't burn. Once they become soft, go in and start smashing them with the back of a wooden spoon. And once they're all smashed, you can add some garlic. So I'll add 4 or 5 grated garlic cloves and just smash the tomatoes all together until they start to make a sauce. You can cover the pan and let them cook for another 5 minutes until the sauce thickens. And I forgot to say that I also added 2 dried chilies just for a little bit of heat. If you don't have the chilies, you could add a fresh chili or some crushed red pepper flakes for heat. Mix everything all up, and once the sauce is nice and thick, you could give it a taste. If you want a little hint of sweetness to it and more flavor, you could add a teaspoon of honey or a little pinch of sugar to it. Mix it all up, and now the shrimp is gonna go into the sauce with a good amount of crumbled feta cheese, and I also like to add Kalamata olives. And I'll just warm the shrimp through for about 2 minutes or so. They're gonna continue to cook and just be fully cooked at this point. And then I like to garnish it with some finely chopped parsley and some thinly sliced scallions. And that's it, it's ready to serve. To put it all together, it's so easy. So I'll transfer the orzo onto my serving platter and make like a bed of it just to hold all that shrimp. I like to top it with kefalotiri cheese. A good substitute, if you can't find Greek graviera cheese, you can use shredded or grated parmesan cheese, and then the shrimp saganaki is gonna go on top. You can add some more parsley in if you like, some more feta, or even some more scallions. It's up to you, but this is ready to serve. It smells delicious, it looks delicious, and the best part about it is that you could eat this warm or cold. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It's time for the taste test. You will not believe just how much flavor is in this. The Lemony Orzo is perfect because it's nice and light and a little bit garlicky, but that Saganaki style shrimp that's on top is so good. I don't even mind the little bits of tomato skins in there. They're easy to eat, but like I said before while we were making it, if you do mind them, and a lot of people do, skip the fresh cherry or grape tomatoes and just go in with a can of either diced or crushed tomatoes, whatever you have on hand. That'll work. You know what? I've also made this on the fly with jarred tomato pasta sauce. That will work too. So it's up to you. It just depends, because sometimes they're flavored with things that don't really go well with this. But if you're making it as a quick weeknight dinner, that is a definite option that you can use. This is so delicious. The shrimp is perfectly cooked. I love the olives in there too, and the feta melts into the sauce. It makes it creamy and delicious. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. You can head on over to the website to print it out, dimitrasdishes.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you want to learn how to make a hearty, delicious bread to serve with this, click over here and I'll see you right over there. Yes, sis.